So, good evening to everybody. This is a short introduction for as the name itself is saying that means we are just going to talk about in IOQM every chapter what you have to study. Of course, at this for 1 month or 2 months, there is nothing like crash course. It cannot be done at all. But I got a lot of information from the students that they wanted exactly what they should read it. So I am coming with the 5 to 6 series means video where I am not going to teach anything, but every chapter I will tell you what are the main point you have to study. Rest you can take up a proper reference book and start doing study, and topic wise test anyhow we are going to give you. That is the free for everybody, which can be right and check that key. Like for example, number theory from after the Monday onwards, your number theory test will be active. So you can prepare number theory, and after 2 days you can write 2-3 tests on the number theory. So the first chapter, like number theory, we'll talk about the this equation and polynomial. We'll talk about the geometry and other 5 to 6 chapter which I told you in the previous video. What are the chapters are there in the IOQM. So this will be very helpful for you to because nearly 1 month is left now. You can say 40 days left. So that is very proper way you can do study. And if it's requires some point of the lecture also, I will be uploading so that it will be helpful for you. This is just to help you. So it will be very short, and again I'm saying I'm not going to teach you anything, but I will tell you exactly what are the main point you have to study in the every chapter, right? And what are the sources you can use it. So as this child is very much curiosity means what I should do study means the people who created this graphics, I don't know how they created. So number theory, what exactly we need to study. So we'll do one by one. So there is the total, I put up the around, let me check how many concepts, I also didn't remember, total 15 concepts you have to study. Total 15 concepts, and let me tell you each and every concept one by one. What are the concepts you have to study, right? So the first concept is coming up, remainder theorem. You can see very clearly there is star mark I put up because it's one of the very important. It says, sir, 9th class, 10th class, 8th class we study. This is the so simple thing. Yes, very simple, but believe me, this is the most powerful tool for the number theory. So remainder theorem, I'll just to remind you what exactly remainder theorem means. Any number you can, if you divide by the b, so it can be written as a bq plus r. If you divide by the b, then it can be written as a bq plus r. And this means what I'm trying to tell to you, if you are dividing a by b, so some quotient will come, suppose q, and some remainder will coming, suppose r is coming. So we used to write this format. This is the one. The most crucial part of this is what? R always lie between your 0 to b. 0 to b. R always lie between 0 to b. It cannot be equal to b, but it will lie between 0 to b. What is great about this, sir? Let me show you. Suppose if I say that 5. If 5 I am dividing by the 3, so of course this will come as a remainder will be 2, quotient will be 1. So 5 will be written as 1 into 3 plus 2. So you can see remainder is the 2, which is the lesser than 3. In fact, it will be very much useful if I say, okay, any number in form of 3, how will you write it? So every number in the form of 3 will be written as a 3k, or it will be written as a 3k plus 1, or it will be written as a 3k plus 2. You know how I came to know? By this. Because r may be, if you are dividing by 3, any number if you are dividing by 3, how will you write it? A equal to 3q plus r. But r will be very where 0 to 3. Be clear. Everything is integer here. This is the integer. Number theory means study about the integers. So r can be 0, R1, R2. So every number will be written as either form of 3q, or it will be written 3q plus 1, or it will be written 3q plus 2. You can take any number in mathematics. 7, 3 into 2 plus 1. Are you able to understand? 14, 3 into 4 plus 2. 12, 3 into 4 plus 0. So every number will be written in this format. This is very useful for this. That is the concept 1. You can mark it, remainder theorem, as much as you can study and as much as you can apply it. It's one of the most important part. So first concept has been done. No, not done. I've just told you that what you have to study. I wrote it and kept the slide in front of me so that it will be easy for me. Otherwise, I'll forget it. Next concept, divisibility, a very important point. A divides B. Remember, whenever you will study any Olympiad mathematics book for preparation, the language will be slightly different, which is not followed in the school. So, just language you have to understand. Mathematics having its own language. Mathematics having its own language. So, A divides B means A divide B. This is the way of writing. In place of writing this much, you have to just write A divide B. This vertical line. So, this is having so many properties. If A divides B, A divides C, then A divides B plus minus C. So many things will be there. So, divisibility lectures I already uploaded last year itself. So, it will be there in your description. You can go through it if you did not attend it. But at least this you can get mastery. That I can guarantee I can give you. Just attend 2-3 lectures are there. You attend that one and you will find out more perfect in the divisibility. It's not a problem. But don't be in hurry. Attend lecture from starting to end. You will see that you will never face problem into this one. Right? So, divisibility you have to study in detail. That is the concept 2. Concept 3. Different type of natural number. Different type of natural number. You have to talk about all the different kind of the numbers and you should know it. What exactly mean by this? For example, prime number, most popular number, all of you already studying. Okay. Next one will be the co-prime number. Co-prime numbers. Co-prime numbers means what? Or you can say twin primes. I'm sorry. Relative prime. Not twin prime is totally different. Relative prime. Relative prime will be there. What is the relative prime? What is the co-prime? Co-prime means what? I hope all of you know that if only one is common factor between two numbers is called as the co-prime. Means, for example, 5, 7 co-prime. 5, 13 co-prime. Yes or no? 5, 8 also co-prime. 8, 25 also co-prime. Be clear. Don't get confused. Prime means both numbers should be prime. Both may be prime. For example, here 2 prime is always co-prime because there is no common factor between them. But non-prime also co-prime can be happen. Like example 8 and 25. There is no common factor except 1. In mathematics language, we write this way. If GCD of GCD means highest common factor. This is the which you study in your school HCF, which is generally in Olympiad language or Olympiad books, we use GCD, greatest common divisor. If GCD of A and B is 1, so A and B are called as the relative prime or co-prime. See, this is the, I told you, mathematics having mathematicians generally are lazy people. They always write short form. So, the meaning is that one, GCD means common, there is no common factor except 1 will be called as the co-prime number. Right? Prime number, co-prime number. And so many others are there, which you should be very clear. So many others are there. Another one is the Fermat number. Fermat number. You please make it note so that you can understand. 2 power n plus 1. This kind of number is called as the Fermat number. That is the Fermat number. Right? And other is called as the perfect number. What is the perfect number? If sum of divisor are number itself. The first one you can say 6. 6, what are possible divisor? 1 is the possible divisor, 2 is possible divisor, 3 is possible divisor. Yes or no? X6 is also there, but 6 don't count. If you sum it, what will come? 6. So that is called the perfect number. Understood my point? 28 will be also perfect number. If you do it, I am not doing it, you do it and add, except 21, all possible factors take it, add them, you will get 28. Understand? So 28 is also perfect number. And theorem, try to read. See, just don't read like this what I am teaching. I am not teaching you. I am just telling you what is that number so that you can remember. There is a lot of concepts are there. For example, one simple concept I can tell to you. If P is prime, P is prime, P is prime, and 2 power P minus 1 is prime, then your 2 power P minus 1 into 2 power P minus 1 will be a perfect number. Again, it will take at least 10 to 15 minutes to explain you all this concept. But there is the theorem, so many theorems are there which you have to talk about that one, how to calculate perfect number, what is the meaning of, and other things. So many things are there like prime numbers. Prime number, what are prime number always comes in the form of 6n plus minus 1, but vice versa is not true. Means any prime number greater than 3 always comes in this format. Check it. 5 prime number, but that I can write 6 minus 1. 7 prime number, 6 plus 1. Are you getting? 13 prime number, 13 prime number that I can write 6 into 2 plus 1. Are you able to understand my point? 11 prime number, I can write 6 into 2 minus 1. But be clear, vice versa is not true. Means I am not trying to say to you any number which is in this form will be prime. If prime, it will follow this rule. But this is following in rule will not be always prime. For example, 25. 25 you can write 6 into 4 plus 1. This is the form of 6n plus 1. But that is not prime number. Do you understand? So like this, so many things are there, like 2 power P minus 1. If P is a prime, so it can give you prime. 2 power 2 minus 1 will be the prime. 2 power 3, 8 minus 1, 7 prime. Right? So like this, so many possibilities can be happen. So you have to go in detail and you have to talk about that. What are the different type of natural number and integers can be happen. Right? Let's go ahead. Number of factor and sum. That is again a very important point you should study. That number of factors and sum. Every number. If we have natural number we are talking, any natural number will have the factors, and how many factors will be there that you have to calculate it. How many factors will be there that you have to calculate it, and you should study factorial. N factorial meaning you should understand. Before studying this, first study factorial meaning. What is the n factorial? Very simple. N into n minus 1 into n minus 2 and so on till 1. That's all. For example, 5 factorial, how do you write? 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Start from this number and terminate at 1. So that is called the factorial simplification. So any number, if you have to find out the number of factors, you should know how to use that one. For example, if any number written in this format, P1 power alpha 1, P2 power alpha 2, I'm just trying to help you some point of time. So the number of factors will be number of factors including n number and 1 will be always equal to alpha 1 plus 1 into alpha 2 plus 1 into so on alpha n plus 1. That is the number of factors. For example, suppose somebody asks you, tell me 8 in 40, 120. How many factors of 120? So first break 120 in the prime. These P1, P2, P3 are prime. So that will be written as what? 2 power 3 into 3 into 3 power 1 into 5. I guess I did correct. 8 into 5, 40, 20. Yes. So number of factors will be 3 plus 1 into 1 plus 1, because this is also power 1, into 1 plus 1. Means 4 into 2, 8 into 2, 16. 16 factors will be there. including 120 and 1. Suppose they ask you, find out number of factor excluding 1 and number, to 14 will be there. Like that, so many property. There will be a chance will come, they will ask you that find out sum of all the factors. That also will be there. So when you will study the factors and all, you will get the idea how to understand all those things, right? So this is the concept 4. Concept 5, square and cube of integers. Square and cube of integer, very important point you should always keep in mind. Square and cube of integers. 4, where I wrote concept 5, somewhere I miss out. Okay. Square and cube of any integer. Suppose any integer, if you square it, always remember, perfect square always end with 0, 1, and what else can be happen? 4, 6, and no, 5 also can be happen. Yes, 5 also can be happen, and 6 also can be happen. 9. Perfect square number always end with this. Any perfect square number. Suppose I say I am going to square 5. So 5 square is 25. So ending with the 5. So perfect square number always end with the 5. Understand? Same way, perfect cube always in the having own property, and perfect square having own. So you have to study that if we are squaring any number, it will end with the what? If we cubing any number, it will end with the what? These two is the very common things which is used to be asked. So perfect square and perfect cube of a number end with what digit? That's what you have to study in this chapter. End with what digit? Understood my point? So many common things are there, which is the when you will study, you will get it that square of any odd integer is always in the form of 8m plus 1. Like that property will be there. So many property. Square of any odd integer square always in the form of this. What is the meaning? Suppose take any odd integer. Let's take 5. 5 square is what? 25. So 25 I can write 8 into 3 plus 1. Understand? Any odd integer. 7 square, 49. 49 we can write it as what? 6 into 8 plus 1. So always odd integer will come in the form of 8 into some integer plus 1. So like this is the one of the property I said. So many other property will be there which you should study about this. Concept 5 is this. Concept 6, fire. You know why? Because this is the main thing. This is the main thing of number theory. Congruency, if you don't know, you don't know. You cannot get confidence in the next stage of your IOQM. First stage, maybe you will not find that much difficulty, but it's congruency, you should know it. Congruency, we used to, when you open books and all, they will give you symbol like this. Mod M. What is the meaning of that one? Key. A minus B is divisible by M. That's what the meaning. But it's not only this much. So many big properties. Suppose somebody asks you, find out the last digit of 34 power 76. Last 2 digit or something like that. So congruency will solve in 1-2 steps. So congruences you have to study. This is the symbol of congruency. This pronounced as a congruence to be mod M. Understand? This is the congruency symbol which you should use it. Congruency is the very important, very important. You have to study, no other choice. There is no choice. You cannot leave it. Congruency you have to study. Then only you can enjoy number theory. Understood my point? Next, coming Fermat's little theorem. Fermat's little theorem. Fermat little theorem. Chota theorem. Okay, its name is the little chota, but it's a very important. It's a very important, and you have to say that I can tell very simple things is there. What it's trying to say, if m is any integer, and P is a prime. P is a prime. Then it's trying to say that ki m power P minus m will be divisible by m. Will be divisible by m. This is the format theorem. Complete format theorem is this much only. Imagine any integer. I'm imagining, suppose 3. Right? Imagine any prime. Sorry, 2. Okay. So 3 power 2 minus 3 will be divisible by 2. Check it. No? 3 power 3, 9. Minus 3 equal to 6. And 6 is divisible by 2. You can take anything. It's not that one. Suppose any 7 I'm taking. Some number, not 7. Let's take non-prime. 6 I'm taking. 6, I'm taking any prime. Let's take prime 3 this time. 6 power 3 minus 6 will be divisible by 3. 100%. That's what it's saying. If P is a prime, so m power P minus m 100% will be divisible by P. I'm sorry, I did a mistake here. I wrote m here. I'm sorry. P. Always will be divisible by P. This point you have to keep in mind. That's what called the format theorem. More detail you have to see. You have to discuss the question regarding this one. All those points you have to take. Next, one Mr. Wilson was there. Not Mr. You should give him respect. It's a very, very powerful person. And this theorem is in PR earlier, before IOQM, PRMO and RMO was the direct question used to come. What Mr. Wilson says that ki any prime P always divides P minus 1 factorial plus 1. Any prime P. You take any prime. Suppose I am taking prime P. So Mr. Wilson says ki 5 minus 1 factorial plus 1 will be divisible by 5. Let's verify. 5 minus 1 means 4. 4 factorial plus 1. You know 4 factorial how much will come? 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 plus 1. This is the 24. 24 plus 1 is what? 25. See, it divisible by 5. That's what Wilson told. Ki any prime P always divides P minus 1 factorial plus 1. This is what the meaning used to be there in the way. Understand? In PRMO, one time they asked one question also. Very beautiful question, and it was an oral question if anybody knowing Wilson theorem. They asked, I wrote the question, find largest n less than equal to 100 such that n factorial plus 1 is divisible by n plus 1. Very simple. Largest prime less than 100 is what? 97. Yes or no? 97. So 97 always divide 97 minus 1 factorial plus 1 means 96 factorial plus 1. That means n will be equal to 96. Direct answer. No other things. I am not explaining how quickly I wrote it in this. Study this one. You will understand. Is it clear? So that was the concept 8. And concept 9, Mr. Eulers was there, and Mr. Eulers, so many places came. And Eulers Theorem, Eulers tangent, my pronunciation is very poor, tangent function, something like that, it was there. Okay. Oh, that is very detailed, you have to study. What tangent they say ki phi of n represent number of natural number less than or equal to n, which is co-prime to n. Meaning, suppose if I say, how many numbers are there less than or equal, natural number less than or equal to 10, which is co-prime to 10. Let's count it. So, which is co-prime to this, count it like 2, 3, 4 we cannot take because 4 is not co-prime to 10, 2 is common factor. 5 also we cannot take it, 6 also we cannot take it. Like that you can count it and that will be equal to this one. This is a slightly lengthy concept. So not lengthy, it will take half an hour. If you spend time half an hour, you will get perfect into this. So this is the concept 9. My concept 9 is the Eulers theorem and especially this one. Okay. Next. Difinite equations. This is again a very important. Difinite, different pronunciation used to come. My pronunciation already pure. What it says that ki ax plus by equal to c will have integral solution if GCD of a and b divides c. This is what the meaning is, that a, b, c are integer. Be clear, a, b, c are integers. That's the most important condition. So difinite equation question used to come. I will say it's important. This is the very important. Please go through the this equation. You can, whatever book you are following, the 100% will be there in the number theory, this chapter. This concept, do practice. A lot of questions can be created on this one. It's a very important. Number of integral solution. How many integral solutions will be there? Understand my point? So those things we have to study. So difinite equation, I will try to make a video on this one because this is a very important point. So let's see. I cannot give guarantee before this IOQM I can make it or not, but I will try. Next is telescopic sum. Telescopic sum means what? Difference method. Difference method. This is a very simple thing. Suppose somebody say, I want the sum of 1 by 1 into 2 plus 1 into 3 plus 2 into 4 plus 1 by 3 into 5 plus and so on. So basically this we used to write it in the difference format of this. Means 3 into 1. This can I write 1 by 2, 3 minus 1 by 1 into 3 plus 4 minus 2 by 2 into 4 plus 5 minus 3 by 3 into 5 and so on. So now every term will spend it. If you break it, this will come 3 by 1 into 3 minus 1 by 1 into 3. Means 3 by 3 means 1 minus 1 by 3. See this term will become what? 1 by 3, 1 minus 1 by 3. And this will become what? If you divide it, 4 will get cancelled. Plus 1 by 2 minus 2 by 4. 1 by, this is 4 minus 2. Yeah, 2, 1 by 4, something like that. So its process will go on, and what you will find it out that there is the summation can be find it out. So that is the telescopic sum. The topic name is there, and it will be done by using the difference method basically. Actually, I don't do by like this one. I always do by general method. Tn equal to 1 by n into n plus 2. So then we used to find out T1, T2, T3 and then add it to that. That is called the telescopic sum. Right? Conceptual number system with the other base. Means generally what we used to write it, the number, suppose I say 234. So that is the base 10. And computer, all of you know, computer is the base 2. 0 and 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. Same way base 3, how to write the number base 5, like that. So whenever you have to write a number in the different base, how to convert one base to other base, that concept you have to study in the number theory. Next is the Pelse equation. Pelse equation is not very important for the first stage of IOQM. Actually, it will be important for the next stage, but still I mentioned that one. What Pelse equation says ki x square minus ny square is equal to 1 has infinite integral solution if n is not a perfect square. perfect square. That's what. Further, it's a more detail you have to study into this. I'm just telling you the topic name, nothing else. So what are the concepts you have to study? Pelse equation you have to study. Next is you have to study Sophie-Germain identity. It's very, very important, very simple also. I hope some of you know also this one. Sophie-Germain equation, what they say that a power 4 plus 4 into b power 4 can be factorized as a square plus 2ab plus b square into a square minus 2ab plus b square. 2b square, I'm sorry, something wrong I did. Yeah, 2b square. This is called as the Sophie-Germain identity. This we use for solving the questions in the number theory. Very, very important. Sophie-Germain identity, you should know it. Next is the last one, Pythagorean triplet. Name itself is saying, if you take a Pythagoras theorem, I hope all of you know. Suppose a triangle is there, this is a 3, this is a 4, this is a 5. So this is what? This is called as this 3, 4, 5 is a triplet, 3 number. This triplet is called as the Pythagorean triplets. It's very useful for solving the different type of questions, right? So this is the 15 concept which I told to you. Please go through all this 15 concept, and next, after releasing of this video, after 2 days, the test series will be available for the number theory. Please do and practice it. With solution it will be there, so that you can. So in these 2 days, what do? You read all this concept, try to do some questions, and then write a test, topic test of number theory, and see how much you understood the things. Right? So for the, I will be coming for the next video of the next topic explanation. Right? So thank you very much to all of you, and wish you best of luck. Thank you.